My mom told me not to talk to strangers on the internet, but I'm glad I didn't listen. We are the Certified Noonas, your sisters in the love of Asian entertainment.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
I'm Jessie.
I'm Natalia.
And I'm Sky.
And that's right, it's our little short midweek episode about what we're listening to. You tuned in for what we're watching, and now you get to know all the stuff that we've been listening to. When we started this week's What We're Watching, we did youngest to oldest. So now we're going oldest to youngest. So take it away, Amanda.
Changman. Although listed
so
as
good.
Max Changman, which is so nice because, I mean, try searching just Max on Spotify.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck with that. So in like preparation for when his album was coming out, he actually in December had a Japanese release. I thought his album had already dropped. So then I went to look and I was like, oh, this is the newest thing. But wait, I thought he had, anyway. So I listened to the Japanese release. It's really good. He does a really good job with covers. Like he has a really great cover of Put Your Records On. It's great. I think Devil is the main song on the new album. That's actually apparently a cover as well of a song. So he does good things with them, and I like it. I probably my favorite on the new album is Alien. I really enjoy that one. It's just a really good album. Both albums are really good. I highly recommend check them out. He's
The album
a delight.
was like a no skip for me. Like every song was great on it.
I mean, I think it's like 5 or 6 songs, so it's easier to do a no skip when it's not, when you're not trying to make 12 or so. But yeah, it was just all good. Really, really enjoyed it. Both of them. Listened to them a lot this month. Sam Kim had a new song come out called Smile. Also good. I mean, it's Sam. He's always good. I was listening to English music. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Yeah.
But Joan Osborne and Jan Arden and Tears for Fears all had new music out this month. So I was like, okay, like, all right then, I'm listening to this stuff. So Joan Osborne is so good. I love her so much. Sort of randomly out of nowhere, I like to listen to my release radars on Spotify. They gave me the new one, Moonlight by BDC, who I'd never listened to before, but are very, very good. Quite a delight. You should check them out if you like Korean music, which is probably why you're listening to this episode right now. So
Maybe
it's a great song. And I went to check out some of the other stuff. Like they don't have a lot out. I think they just debuted in 2019. And they don't have a ton of stuff. When you look them up, they don't even have a fandom name. They haven't hit yet. So go give them a listen. Help them out because they're quite a delight. Also new, that stuff that got thrown to me was a song called Catch the Stars by a group called Woo-Ah. It's WOO !AH ! So good luck hashtagging that. But
yeah.
It's a very excited name though. It's like
girl group. Again, delightful. It's a great little song.
Very
and
excited
they're
to be
great.
here. Very excited to be putting on music.
yeah, they're like the cheer team. They're like, yeah, let's go. I haven't listened to them. So
It's good. I honestly could not tell you what the style of the song is right now. I'm looking at it on my list. I know I listened to it and I liked it and I listened to it a bunch, but it's gone from my brain right now. So go check it out. Maybe you'll like it too. I don't know. I feel like Woo-Ah is a good segue into Woo-Ah Hip, which was the song by Mama Doll, the group of moms.
I'm so sad that they're not just going to be a group.
I know.
Like,
Right?
they're so good.
They're so good.
I think what probably doesn't help, I mean, I'm saying this as I was watching a project group show at the beginning of the pandemic. I wonder if there wasn't a pandemic, if they would maybe go to festivals and stuff as groups,
That's
at least with
true.
these project groups.
Yeah.
Because
it's a lot
that definitely was the plan for the project group that I had watched. But then when the pandemic settled in, they were like, this is it. So they had to stop at the end of the show.
Yeah,
so it
it's
kind
one
of
of
makes
the
me
things.
wonder, there used to be more stages available for them.
Yeah.
That's how they
So-
make most of their money. A lot of those like
Mhm.
lesser known groups, they kind of just do the festivals, or like the trot singers and stuff do that a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're fantastic. These women are stunning. And there's a depth vocally to the song that I don't think you get often with a lot of the younger girl groups, because we often talk about like boys' voices like maturing and stuff, but it does happen with women's voices as well, and there is a depth and a maturity to their voices that is nice to hear, that you just don't get that often because most of the groups are 20-year-olds. So I had heard that there's a lot of crappy misogynist commentary coming on the websites and the everything too, so that can't be helpful, because they should be at home taking care of their kids. Exactly.
We're doing a lot of hand gestures right now.
Hand gestures.
Fuck you guys.
Emojis happening.
You never had a chance with them anyways. Get over it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's like, do they think like women with kids don't have jobs? Get fucking with it. We're living in the
feed your baby.
21st
How do you
century.
feed your baby? Like, you get a job and you pay for food. That's okay. But whatever, maybe they'll make a comeback someday. Maybe some of these ladies will, it would be nice. Thai group Scrub had a new song called, in brackets, There in English, but something in Thai. So I don't know if it's the same word in Thai or if they just picked something and they were like, here's an English word, you can search for it because we love you. Thank you, sir. It's fun. They always are. Like, Scrub is just a good band. They're fun to listen to and talented, and I enjoy them. PH1, a song called Uniform with Woo. Not my favorite ever, but it's good. It's PH1. I'm going to listen to it. My poor baby, he did one of those, like, those filters where like ask a question and then it gives you an answer or whatever. And it was like, where's your soulmate was the question. And what came up was not born yet. And he went, what the hell? My poor son. I'm like, yeah, no. He was like, no, that's a long time to wait. He's in his 30s, for crying out loud. Ocean from the Blue had new music out. Unusual. Again, it's always going to be good. The boy doesn't put his voice on stuff that doesn't turn out nice. So if you like him, you'll probably like this too, because it sounds like his music. It's good. Stephanie Poetry had a new song come out, Picture Myself. Again, she is a delight. She's always a delight. It's a delightful song. Cozy Pop, new Cozy Pop album came out. It's called Soul Vibes Peach, and there's 5 or 6 songs on there. Tabe 2 and Seize the Day and 5 and Tamia's and Add Blessed. All the usual Cozy Pop suspects are showing up. It's good. Again, they're always good. I wouldn't be mentioning it if it wasn't good. And yeah, there was a bunch of other songs by different people, but mostly what I was listening to this month was Joan Osborne and Changmin. So that's where my head was at. So,
That's on my goodness.
Yeah.
So Alexa came out with a new single this month.
Yeah, she did.
It's an English single called Tattoo. I really, really like it. It's a little bit different than she normally does, but I saw some interviews with her and she said it was something that she wanted to do musically. So I'm glad that she kind of got to try it out. If you don't know Alexa, she has a pretty big backstory lore on her kind of main comebacks, and they're integrating this into that kind of lore because she's supposed to be like a AI robot type character. So a lot of her music videos are very much oriented in that, and so she's got a little bit more kind of different of vibe to her with the other things. But I really like this song a lot, and I think it's kind of a fun little. It's kind of like good for the summer too. Like, it's not super summer song, but it's got this like really kind of nice, like kind of youthful poppy sound. But
Let us remember that summer will come again.
That's true.
Oh.
Maybe.
And the music video was so fun.
Yeah. She had spent some time in LA, so half the music video is shot in Korea, and then they finished out the music video in LA. So I like Alexa a lot. Like,
she's so fun.
Your best friend.
So cool.
So
yeah, she's my bestie. She doesn't know who I am, but you know, maybe one day I'll interview her or something. Hyolan came out with a comeback. I don't think we talked about. I don't think it came. I don't remember what we talked about the last time. It's called Layin' Low. So I really like it. I love Hyolan's voice, and I like everything she does, and especially when she gets into that kind of more deeper R&B, sexier vibe. She's just got the greatest voice for it, and it worked really well. There's 2 main K-pop groups that came out that I'm just gonna leave for the other 2 people because I know they'll talk about them. So we'll come back to them and I'll like discuss when they pop up again. Fair enough. Which 2 I'm talking about. There's this girl, I think she just debuted, called Song Soo Woo. Maybe within the past like day or so. I just saw the music video like a couple of hours before recording this. I think she is a winner or a contestant from one of those competition shows. She looks very young, but she just came out with a song called Love Me or Hate Me, and it's a really great, fun, poppy, rock, little bit punk vibe to it.
Ooh.
If you watch the music video, it works, I think, really well with her age too. So it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So everybody give it a look. I don't know if I have no clue about these kids from these shows, so I don't know if she's like very popular or anything like that, but maybe she's not. Give her a listen. Rumpkicks is a punk group that I have talked about a couple of times on the podcast. They came out with this single called Proud of Madness, which they had written and released for the Mad Pride Soul, like SEOUL festival. I think it was a festival. It was basically just Soul's like festival on focusing on mental health awareness, and so they came out with a song. I like it a lot. So if you're into punk, Rumpkicks is a really good group. The Poles, I think I've talked about them a couple times on this podcast. A couple of years ago, they came out with an EP that was one of my favorites for the year. It was called We Get the Same, but they just came out with an EP called The High Tide Club. They're a really great like alt rock indie group, Korean. I just love all their stuff, and the entire album's great. And then there are 2 groups that I got into this month that I hadn't like not known about, or at least don't think I know about them, or focus more on them. One is called Rish. I don't know if that's how you pronounce them. It's RSH. It's really hard to Google and find. I'm sorry. It comes up with a bunch of different things. Like it could never come up with like what they were. But they just released their first EP called I Am Here Today. I think they're a duo. It looks like they're a duo. It's one of those things. It's like I just found one of the singles and then I really liked it and then listened to the entire EP and really enjoyed it. But there's just like, so like, there's just not a lot that I could personally find as a non-Korean speaker and non-Korean searches, you know?
Yeah.
But I think they're really great. So you should check them out. And then the next one is a Japanese group that I guess a fair amount of people know because they got really big a couple of years ago. I think one of their songs got pushed into the YouTube algorithm and they kind of became one of those groups that everybody just like knew. But I had never heard of them. But they just come out with a self-titled album and the group is called No Buses. They're a Japanese group. The album was released at the end of the year, so closer to the end of December. But I just kind of found them randomly. I think it was a YouTube suggestion, potentially. I can't remember. And they're a really great alt rock band as well. Like I really liked every single song off of the album, like a lot. So I'm going to have to go through the rest of their discography to check out some of their stuff. I think their band name is one of the B-sides for the Arctic Monkeys. And I think that was also a thing. Maybe like that's how they got popular, is because people were searching that. And then it picked them. I don't remember, but they're they're great. I really, really like them. They were a lot of fun, and like the entire album I just was super into. So I was having fun with listening to some of the newer stuff. I'm trying to be on top of my music this year because I got behind last year and it was just a disaster, because I want to like be able to like actually listen to all the albums that I want to, and give people actually like chances, because I find a lot of like groups, I really like a lot of their B-sides, but if I just watch their music video and then put off listening to the album, I'll never find them. So I'm trying to be very mindful about that. So it's been fun like finding some new groups too, because like with the Note buses, I just really like them, and so now I have a new group to kind of look forward to and listen to new stuff, and that's fun. That's it for me.
Okay, so there was a few singles that came out that I am very into. So a Thai singer-actor named Pee Crit, whom everyone is in love with. To know him is to love him, essentially. He came out with a single called I'll Do It How You Like It. It's actually it's a very nice song. It's very nice. I really enjoyed it. My boy, my sweet 17 bias Woozy came out with a single dropped it right at the beginning of the year, just like out of nowhere, Ruby, and it's good. It's a good one. It's too short. It's in English. It's delightful. I don't know what else to say. 80s just dropped a new single too.
Whoop, whoop.
Don't Stop. It's good.
Can I do a quick side note about that?
Please, come on in, Sky.
Okay, so this is again one of those. There's a platform, an app platform called Universe.
Yeah.
That they, through the various groups that are on that platform, they will do songs and music videos periodically. So that is what one of these are. The reason I'm bringing that up, because like, who cares, right? The reason it matters is if you go looking for the music video, you will find the official clipped music video right now. Now, you'll probably be able to find the unofficial full music video somewhere, but as we have seen in the past with other releases from this platform, they will eventually release an official full music video, just so you know. Which, by the way, the whole music video is really good. So
Monster X has done a couple of songs with that.
It's 80s,
too, so.
Of course the music video is good. Like,
yeah,
sure.
When you insert lore about like an eye patch, like I'm getting very excited about.
Like
stuff.
they are sticking to their concept to the end, and you gotta appreciate the dedication that they have to the pirate bit. You gotta appreciate it. Like,
it's like no matter what they're up to, because really it was like an Ocean's 11 vibe is what it really. But they were still pirates, still doing something else, but they were still being pirates.
Yep.
Anyway, I just had to say that because the Universe thing, for people that aren't, also you can go download the app if you want, but that thing is huge and like there's a lot of paywalls.
It's
and
unwieldy.
It's not fun. So like you do you, but just saying.
For another single, our sweet boy, one of our sweet boys, Lee Mujin, had a new single come out.
Oh, I missed it.
Called Ohio, and it's beautiful. Because of course it is.
Of course it is. I mean,
Mujin, like,
go listen to our Lee Mujin episode if you haven't yet.
Yes, you should. Yeah. You should check it out because we're looking for only good things from this sweet child. So IU also had a single come out, written by Kang Seung-won, but vocal by IU. It's weird how they put this. So like, I don't know if it's, anyway, it's IU, so it's a beautiful ballad. It's gorgeous. Her voice is gorgeous. It's called Mother Nature, H2O. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. So in hyphen.
EpiPen.
They had a new album,
EpiPen.
Dimension Answer, where the title track was called Polaroid, but my favorite track is called Attention Please. But I really enjoy their stuff. Like, I think that they're fun. They got a fun vibe, and I'm really into it. Speaking of fun vibes, Bam Bam had an album come out. It's great. It's exactly what you would expect from Bam Bam. Like he's a solid performer and singer. And my favorite song is definitely the duet he did with Solgi, because it is just just delightful. Only One of had a new album, Instinct Part 2. The title song was called Skint, but I was like not really feeling it. Like the song felt a bit, I don't know what the word is, like unfinished maybe, like sort of a little all over the place, but I really like the song Gaslighting off the album. I thought it was really good. Of course, Changmin's album, just chef's kiss. At the end of 2021, there was the SMCU Express had their like, you know, adventure, like their free concert that they do. And a lot of the, like, they have like the, you know, like the songs that they did are now on Spotify, and it's great. It's fun. But I really love the songs Magical, which was like a TVXQ Super Junior collab, and the song Zoo, which was by a selection of NCTU kids and Giselle from Hispa. So it's like,
That's a
so random.
it's a combo. I have also been listening to non-Asian music. I know. Peach PCR just had a song come out called God is a Freak, and it's real good, but just pre-warning, if you're real religious, you probably will maybe be offended by the song, because it is about a lesbian with religious trauma. So pre-warned, but I'm like really into the song. Anyway, that's basically it for me. There was one other one, but I feel like the last person on this list.
There's always pressure. Like, there's always pressure.
Like if you don't, I'll be like, "Who are you?" And what have you
really,
done
the two that I skipped. If you don't pick them, I will be very shocked.
Be
and
concerned.
Be upset.
I skipped one because I thought Natalia was gonna hit it. So we'll see.
I did it.
No.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I think
It was one of her hump day picks this month.
Oh, the Miyavi?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because I was totally gonna mention that one
Miyavi
too.
had some comebacks, and they're always good because his music is incredible. His stance on NFTs, regardless.
I was literally just about to say, but
his music is incredible, but we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna get into it.
We've done it enough.
We can't do it. We can't do it.
But I really like that song with Meme, Strangers. Like it has like a James Bond theme song vibe to it.
Yeah, it
like
does.
it feels like it could be one of those, you know. It's good. I like it.
I really liked Miyavi's release. It was for the show Arcane League of Legends on Netflix. Miyavi and Paris. I've seen Paris live before. Like, they're so good. And so the song Snakes, really like that song. Also, so there's like a music video, and it's just Miyavi like rocking out with a guitar, and I mean, I appreciated that a lot. So.
Always good to watch.
So I think I'll knock out one of the things that people are talking about is Pentagon.
There you go.
Which, first of all, as of this recording, time is a thing, but in the past 24 hours, Pentagon got their second win, but the first public broadcast show win. And here's why it's also very sweet. Let me just tiny little story. So Jinho, he is the eldest, and he is also the tiniest of all of them, I think. And so he was in the military. Right before he went to the military, they really were trying to get their first show win, and because they wanted to send him off with that. And they're an old enough group that becomes also a thing, especially when you're a cube group, like, you know, all the stuff. And that's when they were on Road to Kingdom, just like all these things, because Jinho left during Road to Kingdom, like, so forever ago. So then Pentagon did get their first win as Jinho was in the military during that time. So then Hui left to the military. I say all that to say they got their first win with Hui before Hui went to the military, but this is the first win that Jinho was able to experience. And that was always kind of their thing, that they wanted him to experience that with them as well. I mean, Hui is still in the military. He's doing public service work stuff, but he was to the point where he was able to at least send a message and be happy with everybody during this time. Shinwan, he's usually the strong one, very, very sweet, strong kid. He just broke down like when they won, because he always really wanted to get that for his oldest member. They were super happy when they got their first win. They all picked up Hui, because Hui's a smaller guy too compared to the rest of them, and they threw him in the air. So with Jinho this time, they did that with him, and so it's just sweet parallel stuff that they did. Just wanted to mention that. So it's a really, really good album. I love the entire thing. Each song is very, very different. Feelin' Like is the title. It's very fun. Cool music video. I know that Jessie likes One Shot a lot.
Yes,
and I like One Shot a lot.
I like the main title, but One Shot I like a lot better.
Call My Name is my fave.
And I love the game. I love that song. I play the game so much. There's one song that reminds me of like a classic K-drama OST song is what it sounds like to me. Every time it comes on, I'm like, this could be in like You're Beautiful. Like it sounds like that to me. So I think it's a really good mix of a mini album. We already mentioned AT's Don't Stop. So Rocky and Jinjin from Astro.
So good. Love it.
They released a mini album called Restore, and it's all very different stuff. So the vibe is different than typical Astro things. And whenever they were building up about this album before they were releasing it, they were talking about how the musical vibe is more of them rather than them as like Astro Jinjin and Astro Rocky. It was more like them personally. Like these are the types, that's the type of music that they typically like. Like Rocky loves Bruno Mars. He always loves that type of stuff. He covers Bruno Mars all the time. They call him Bruno Rocky, like all this stuff, to where he had a SoundCloud song where he covered, was it Versace on the Floor? Like one of the Bruno Mars songs got like blocked, deleted because it sounded too much like Bruno Mars. Like it went away because he got kind of in trouble. It was really funny. So Just Breathe. I'm going to be really nitpicky about My Sweet Babies. Just Breathe. It really bothers me that they didn't spell it correctly. It just does.
Aww.
I say that as someone that I'm going to, I've already pre-ordered the album and stuff, like, support, but Just Breathe without the E at the end, that's fine, I suppose.
Just
no one caught
they
that.
should have got you to be the English person.
Right. I'm kind of like, did no one see this?
Nobody.
I know. Just Breathe. Like, why is there any on the end? I don't know, but it's supposed to. So anyway, if you're going to looking for it, then have any on the end. It's really fun. It was actually really fun. I watched a reaction of, there's this Korean dance cover group, girls, and they're watching it, and of course, oh, they're handsome, yada yada. But then they were getting a really big kick out of, because the theme of it, and it sounds odd when I talk about it, but it's about like pandemic-y life a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So the music video, it shows like an alert. But the thing is, whenever Koreans see that, like, that's an alert that they get on their phones about like COVID news and stuff. Yeah. And so when they saw that, they were like, oh, that's the alert that we always see. And then other things, like, they were like, we know what that is. So it was interesting to watch how kind of the cultural pandemic-y stuff that they're kind of a little bit more used to.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really cute about the music video is how some of it's set inside separately, but then you don't know that they're dreaming, but they dream that they go to a tent bar and get drunk and dance and have fun. But then at the end, they wake up and it's like, yes, because we don't get to do those things right now because of COVID. So it's not that they're trying to just encourage people and stuff. It's a very light song. Mm-hmm. The rest of the album's really fun. There's one song that even some other Astro fans, they're like, this song just reminds me of Monster X. It's one of the Jin songs, and because his voice just sounds so different in it, it's just really funny. So yeah, it's a really good album.
I like the one, oh, what's that called? Let me, if I can find it. It's the one with the girl, Lazy.
Oh, Lazy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yu Jung from Waiki Mikey?
Yes.
It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just all so fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Even the Just Breathe song, like it starts out with actual heavy breathing. So like they play everything up really cute. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to mention the choreo just a little bit. Really, really cool. And Rocky drops down into like a side split and then gets back up without his hands or anything, like while still dancing. And that's just really impressive. And he always does that type of stuff, but I still think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then that was also fun when I was watching those reactor chicks, you know, because I knew it was coming, of course. And then when it hits that part, I was like, oh, it's always funny. One other song I want to mention is Moonbyul from Mamamoo. She released a mini album, and her song Lunatic is really fun. It's very, very catchy, earwormy. Very. I had my Pentagon kids and my
It's been
Rocky.
a banner month for you.
And of course, the TikTok challenges is something that they all do. So then you get in all these cross challenges and doing things together and stuff. Even in the midst of a pandemic, you get to see at least a few of them doing a little dance together. I'm like, yes. So there's a video of Jin and Rocky with Moonbyul doing her stuff, and then she does theirs. But what's awesome about that is the stage costumes that Jin and Rocky are wearing match hers like completely.
Nice.
So it looks like they were just meant to be on the same stage. So like I thought that was really fun.
That's cool.
And even I wanted to mention also Hyolyn, like hers have been really fun.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
They have.
So, you know, that's kind of the only idol interaction we get anymore.
Yeah.
Often, unless it's like a regimented, like for instance, the Knowing Bros, like whenever there's a show that they get invited on, that's fine. But back in the day when they would have music shows and then they'd always visit each other in the waiting rooms and stuff and have fun with the videos. They don't get to do that as much anymore, at least on camera. So
yeah,
really the TikTok stuff is how we get to see all that. So that was mostly it. I've definitely been, who did I miss?
You missed one person or one group that actually did a thing with Alexa. And it was very cute because they're not a group that dances because they're a band.
They did something with Alexa?
But they came out with Planet 9.
Oh yes, that was forever ago. Oh my gosh.
It was like the day after we did the release the
last one.
Yeah.
Like, so I saw that like on a list and I was like, surely I've already talked about that.
But like Alexa did because she's been doing hers with like her like heart tattoo thing that she does. So it's like a really easy thing. And so she did it with a couple of guys from
I remember now. And Moonbyul too, because they're all in the same company. Yeah. When we go listen to their album because it's really, really, really good. Like really
Universe is the main title, but the entire thing's great.
The whole thing. especially and I'm gonna have to say the words NFT again. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go off on it a ton. But their company freaking went and bought some other company of some sort to go invest in crud.
Yeah. I hate
but
it.
Meanwhile, you see pictures of poor One Wheat, who I know that they actually have to buy some of their own equipment and stuff, personal funds, not. Yeah. And then you see the tiny, tiny, tiny practice space that they have with all their equipment, and I'm like, just makes me irrationally mad. Just side note.
It's not irrational. It's good anger. It's not irrational.
Righteous indignation.
Yeah.
Just in case you haven't noticed, we don't like that type of stuff.
No.
There will not be a certified Noonas NFT out there.
Hell no. Anyone who tries will be getting a sternly worded letter.
Oh no, I will use all the money I can to sue you. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna do it. I'll get my money. I've been unemployed
Mhm.
enough. I'll get your money off of stealing something then, and I trying to NFT it.
Not on my
Try
watch.
me.
Not on my watch. Anyway, that's been the little bitty what we're listening to episode
Way
with a
to
little bit of
end
dash
it.
of anti-NFT. We hope you enjoyed listening. You can listen wherever podcasts can be found, but if you want links to everything that we talk about and time codes, you got to go to certifiednoonas.com, where every episode gets their own blog post. You can listen to it there. You can listen to it on YouTube. You can listen to us anywhere. If you want to support this podcast, you can go to patreon.com/certifiednoonas to become part of the official Certified Noonas Found family. They're a little family on the web. We also have a Discord. I forgot to mention this on Monday's episode, but we do have a Discord and it's super fun and we have a lot of good times over there.
Mhm.
And we are, of course, on social media. It's always at Certified Noonas, mostly on Twitter and Instagram is where it's easiest to reach out to us. But really, if you want to chat with us, the Discord's the place to go. Anyway, we hope you have a great rest of your week and stay safe. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and keep listening to Asian music. Bye.